الشعب الأمريكي جدا كويس ولطيف، يعني يساعدني، بس اللاجئ أول ما يجي كثير جدا صعب الحياة له، وبواجه صعوبات وبحب حدا يساعده وبحاجة حدا يساعده. يعني الأفضل يكون في أكثر من جهة تساعد اللاجئ، العائلات اللي يكون عندها وضع مثلا طبي، أطفال.
I had a goal, I had a plans when I came, but the plan is just to go to school. But when I arrive here, the plan disappeared. So I don't see anything, I don't feel that I could go to school.
Every Campus of Refuge, or ECAR, started at Wake Forest in 2017. It was started earlier by a colleague, Dia Abdo, who is at Guilford College, in part because we were facing the largest refugee crisis the world has ever seen at the time. I started some conversations with some colleagues who, like I said, had also met Dia through some sort of circumstance. And together we decided we were going to start a chapter at Wake Forest for ECAR, for Every Campus a Refuge. ECAR is one organization, but it has some collaborators who are essential to the way it runs here at Wake Forest. One is the student side of it, which provides a lot of the energy and the labor, and that is SAFAR, or Students for the Advancement of Refugees. ECAR itself is a series of faculty and staff and one community member who just try to provide a point of connection for people who come here quite often without much in the way of connection. And so when we started out, we had one idea in mind, which is that we would be working with recent arrivals, which of course is what World Relief does. But we soon found out that there was a bigger need really with folks who were sort of past that entry period. There's about a 6-month period when people arrive. When World Relief's work is starting to taper a bit, that's when we found there was the need. And so that's where we stepped in initially.
أنا كسيدة ما كنت أعمل بسوريا أو بالأردن، فشي غريب إلي إني أعمل أو ما عندي أي شهادة. أو يعني أول سنة كانت جدا جدا صعبة لأولادي، فكانوا أولادي يروحوا على المدرسة وسيارة واحدة كان جدا صعب. أحيانا الباص يروح على الأولاد، ما أعرف أعمل أي شيء، أقعد بالبيت يعني أنا والأولاد. أول ما أجينا ما كان في سيارة، نقعد باليوم وبالاثنين بدون أغراض، ما كان عندي إني قدرة إني أطلع أجيب أغراضي أو أعرف أي حدا يقول أصدقاء إنه يأخذني على مكان. فبلشت تعرفت على موضوع الطبخ، بلشت أطبخ، بلش الأمريكان يحبوا الطبخ السوري، بلشت من الصفر بموضوع الطبخ. كثير تعذبت، بس بنفس الوقت كان يعني مسؤولية صعبة لأم 5 أطفال، كان أولادي جدا صغار، الزوج مريض، يعني أشتغل طول الليل وأصحى مع أولادي من الصبح، يعني كانت مسؤولية. فسبحان الله مضت الأيام حوالي 1.5 سنة، فأنا وقتها زوجي صار عنده مثل بداية كنسر بالقولون. فيومها أنا كان عندنا موعد عند الدكتورة العائلة، فصدمتني، بتقولي أنت لازم تكوني مسؤولة عن نفسك، لازم تتحملي أكثر. فأنا قعدت أبكي، ما كان إلي يعني ولا معين غير رب العالمين. فبغرفة الاستراحة شافت واحدة أمريكية كانت بتتردد مع السوريين على نفس العيادة، بتجيبهم بتوصلهم وبتاخذهم، لأنه كان أنا طلعت بال2016 كان وقتها اللجوء، يعني كان عدد سوريين جدا دخلوا أمريكا، وكان في أكثر من عائلات وصلنا بنفس الوقت. فراحت سلمت على السيدة الأمريكية، فقالت لها أنا بشوفك مع السوريين على طول، فأنت شو وضعك، شو كذا. فقالت لها أنا مثلا من منظمة إيكار، وأنا باجي مع السوريين يعني توصيل دعم. فأنا وقتها يعني كنت محبطة جدا. فالسيدة إنسانة جدا إنسانية وطيبة، فوقتها مسكتني على كتفي وقالت لي أيام سوري وكذا. فأنا ما توقعت، يعني قلت خلص شيء عادي إنه ما رح تعمل لي شيء. فقالت لي أعطيني عنوانك وخلص، ومشيت. فأنا ما توقعت إنها ترجع لعندي. بعد فترة طلبت مني، قالت لي جهزوا حالكم، إحنا رح نأخذكم على بيت. فأخذونا على بيت خاص لهم، وحوالي سنة بدون قعدوني بالبيت بدون أجار بدون مصروف، يعني كانوا متحملين كل المسؤولية. بشكرهم يعني، وخاصة بشكر السيدة والمجموعة اللي هي ساعدتني ودعموني واهتمت بموضوع. قدمت له على المستشفى للعملية، كانت معي خطوة بخطوة، هي وزوجها وأصدقائها راحوا معنا على المستشفى، ما تركوناش. وهسه بنواجه صعوبات موضوع البيت والأجار، وعم بتحاول تساعدني تعبي لي على مثلا قرض على إني أكون أحسن، إني أخذ بيت أصير بالمستقبل. يعني أنا أولادي والحمد لله إحنا صرنا أمريكيين، من قريب أخذنا الجنسية.
The reason why I leave Ethiopia was because of the massacre. The massacre was started in 2003. Mostly the massacre was targeting my ethnicity. I moved to Kenya to the refugee camp, Kakuma refugee camp. I lived there for 11 years. The first 1 year in US, I was not really, I still feel homesick, you know. I said, no, even if I don't go to school, I have to go to ESL to improve my language, so I have to go to ESL. I went on with ESL for 2 months, but unfortunately the weather became very cold, and I was very new to the weather. You know, I came from a hot place. Let me stop here, and maybe when I get settled, when I get the car, I would go back to ESL classes. Then maybe I will go and do my GED. Then from there, if possible, I will go maybe to college. So I had that plan. So I have to maybe to buy the books and read and attend some classes for GED. I remember I arrived in April and they stopped my food stamp in October. Now from there, I support myself. I work to take GED. Let me go and try first. If I fail, I would get the concept. But if I don't fail, maybe I will continue taking the test. So luckily, I passed the test. So it gave me hope. Then I said, no, I have to do all of them. I have to continue now doing all of them. Then within July, I finished all the tests. So I said, now what next? Now the next plan is to go to college. And I tried to apply it, but they need the permanent resident, which is the green card. On September 9, I received my green cards. Immediately I fly to college. When I write my outline, I don't know how to save it on the computer, you know. So I just take the picture, and I take the picture with my phones and put it on. My first semester was terrible. By then I was taking the classes. One of the war relief staff sent me an email. He contacted one of my friends from the church and let him know and tell him that, you know, you have to tell Ujulo that I sent him an email. Let him open the email and let him open the email. There is a message there. If he's interested, then I went on in my email. I saw the message, and the message was, we had a program that we can help the refugees who want to go for higher education. I don't know how to describe, you know. I was the luckiest person maybe to get that chance because it helped me to concentrate on my education and did a lot of things through the ECAR program. ECAR was also offering tutoring. It helped me throughout the semester with the computer class, and that was the kinds of the support that I received from the people, especially from workforce students. Through ECAR, I'd improved my 1 year at Precitex. Now everything became good, so I could submit my assignment without any problem. I could check my email. I could respond to the professor. I could send the email to the professor. By 2021, I got my associate degree. Immediately I applied to university, to UNCG, and I was accepted. Now I'm almost to finish my undergrad, my bachelor in peace and complex study from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro.
You know, this is one of many things we do. It's not part of our job. It's something we do a bit above and beyond our job, but it interfaces, I think, really well with our educational mission here at Wake Forest and with what, you know, we believe in as individuals as well as professors, and it allows us another interface with students. A lot of the problems that people face can be resolved by financial assistance, not everything. But there are, I mean, this is a challenging place. This country is a challenging place to be without financial resources and without the ability to amass income in some fashion. And so that's one of the big challenges is quite often. So the finance piece, I mean, ECAR, if it had a lot of money, could do a lot of good. And so one of my wishes is that ECAR gets big grants and perhaps some donations that allows them to do their work.
Yeah, right there. And then
انتقلنا على البيت كان جدا كبير وبحاجة يعني مجهود إنك تعيش فيه، فكان إنها جامعة طلاب وجامعة يعني ناس ولها مستواه إنه إجوا يساعدونا وحملوا. يعني يوميتها أنا كنت الصراحة يعني مندهشة بقمة التواضع والإنسانية اللي يعني عم بيساعدوا عائلة هم ما بيعرفونا من بيئة مختلفة من ديانة مختلفة. فهاي المشهد حتى لليوم أنا مصوريته عندي بالتليفون وبعثته لأهلي. هذا المشهد ما بنساه.